It is officially the new year, so from our Trendz travel family to yours, we would like to wish everyone an amazing and prosperous new year. May 2021 bring you light, love and hope. We start off today's show with a much needed spa visit to relax, unwind and get ready for the year ahead. The new year for most is all about a healthier you. And what better way to start than with a cleanse and detox to rejuvenate yourself. So I visited a spa to do just that, but not just for your typical herbal massage. Here we took it international, getting some pointers from the Turkish. The environment here is serene and peaceful, with rustic stone finishes, which made me forget that I was a few meters away from a casino and a very busy and noisy world. Taking refuge inside the spa, I meet up with my technician for a chat about today's events.
Today we're going to offer you a Razul. That is a treatment for either couples, or you can have it just as friends or by yourself. The Razul chamber is actually a Turkish bath. Within the Razul chamber, what we do is we actually exfoliate the body, so getting rid of all the dead skin cells. We have cellular renewal, and then with the mud, you will actually moisturize the body. And there in the Razul chamber, you also have your steam, and there's a rain that comes down. It is a lovely environment, and it's dark, and you've got stars shining inside. So it's a lovely, rejuvenating and detoxifying treatment.
Good day, trendy travelers. I'm right here at Solstice Spa in Silver Star Casino, and today we're going to do some relaxation in their Razul bath and their flotation tank. So it's a bit of relaxation, a bit of detoxification, and Alicia's going to take me to change, and I'll see you right after that. Our first stop is the Razul mud bath.
Right, so this is the Razul chamber.
Yep.
In this treatment, we actually do an exfoliation process. As you can see, that's the exfoliator. It's quite rough, right? So we only use this on the body, not on the face.
Okay.
So you will exfoliate your whole body. You will feel that there would be steam inside the Razul. Right, then after that, it's probably about 5 minutes. You can actually exfoliate each other. If you are with a friend, you will go there into the shower and you will shower your exfoliator off.
Okay.
You will then return and you will apply your mud. As you can see, there's your mud. You will apply that also all over the whole body, and you will leave that on for about 15 to 20 minutes. Right. While you're having your mud on you, you can have your lovely champagne and fruit, and you can just socialize and enjoy yourselves, so that that mud can really settle and work into the skin, into the deeper levels and layers of the skin. Then after that, you will see that there will be a rain coming down from the top.
Yeah. And
don't worry, it's nice and warm, it's not cold. And that will basically wash off your mud.
Okay, so guys, I'm gonna be in here for a while. I'm gonna have my champagne, so I'm gonna let you guys go while I have some private time. It is quite a private experience, but I stepped out of my zen moment for a little bit to show you what the mud bath looks like. It's not as much an actual bath as it is mud smeared all over your body. After the exfoliation, my skin is soft and supple, and the mud is smooth and oddly comforting. Guys, I just finished my time in the Razul chamber. It was absolutely amazing. I'm continuing my detox right now with some lemon and cucumber water. And just to keep it PG, I'm going to slip into my bikini so we can go into the flotation device. After changing into some swimwear and between treatments, guests are encouraged to learn to relax. To just lay and close your eyes, meditate if you want, but clear your mind and live in that moment of serenity. After literally almost falling asleep, it's time to go and float.
So we fill the water with Epsom salt, so that makes your body float on the surface of the water. So it's a mimic of the Dead Sea. So the reason why they say it's relaxing is because you float on the surface of the water. You don't have any gravity on your body, so it takes all the muscle strain, skeletal strain, all of that off your body. So what you do, you then get into the water, then you give it nice, deep, relaxing breaths. So obviously the air in your lungs will also help you make float. So float, look at the stars on the roof. Also the emerald crystals are also going to shine down on you, which helps to center your body. We're going to switch off all the lights. It's about a half an hour long, and they say a half an hour of this equals to 4.5 hours of deep sleep. Very relaxing.
Okay, let me get this party started. So let me take you over here.
Go.
And in we go.
Perfect.
Oh, it's lovely.
Sadly, the ringing in of the new year did not wipe out all of the old. The coronavirus pandemic is still something we need to be cautious of, and with that in mind, we want to remind you to always wear your mask, always sanitize, and always practice social distancing. We will be right back with more of Trendz Travel. The new year is the perfect time to declutter and reorganize your life, your home, your closet, and even your pantry. Discarding of things not needed and adding some order to the disarray. To help you, we enlist the expertise of Ayanda Lisa, interior stylist and professional organizer, to show us how it's done.
Have you ever felt like your house is just too small and there's never enough space to pack all your belongings? Or does your pantry feel packed with essentials but can't store properly? Trendz Travel went to Ayanda Lisa, an interior and deco stylist and organizer, for ideas on how to organize your living space to make extra room in your closet, bathroom and pantry, and still keeping your favorite items.
So, this is the client's pantry cupboard that we're going to be working on today, and I'm basically going to be using the essentials that I would work by to organize any space. As you can see, it's currently empty, which is the most important thing, taking everything out of the space before you're doing anything else. The items that you have, you're then editing down, making sure you're only keeping the essentials and the things that you need. Break everything down into categories, group everything together, and then you're able to place items back into the space. So using these key principles, I'm now going to show you how to best organize your pantry cupboard. So we've cleared everything out of the cupboard, and it's ready for everything to go back in. For instance, we have baskets here, which are great to group everything together. Smaller grouped items, bigger grouped items, and it creates a seamless look. One of our other favorites is a 3-tier step stool. So basically you would use this for organizing your spices, your cans, jars. This is one of our favorites and it really works. So let's get started. So we're done here. So basically what we've done is the 3-tier step stands that I've mentioned. We basically use them for all of the smaller little items of condiments and canned goods, jars. Those are really great because you can see exactly everything that you already have. And then this whole area here, we've used all airtight containers because this is all your dry goods. So this is all your pasta, maize meal, cereal, all of that has been created in this space just because it's easier to group together all your dry goods. In this space here, we've used our baskets. So this is for the bigger, bulkier items. So that would be your bigger bottles, your sachets, your teas, your coffees, your snacks, your biscuits, other items like that. So we're now in the closet and we're just going to take a sneak peek inside here and have a look at what we're working with. So as you can tell, most of this is pretty much just sort of all over the place. We're going to need to talk through items like organizing your closet by color and keeping the same style of hanger and making sure that they're all facing the same direction, and separating your closet into different categories. So all your shirts at the top, all your bottoms at the bottom, but we'll work through that. So as you saw, we used the folding board pretty much to fold all of your jerseys, your sweatshirts, your tracksuits, and that's what creates this uniform look. Also, what we've done is group all the items together by color, so you're just basically trying to keep to the same sort of sequence. When you're moving on to your hanging space, what you would do is use the exact same type of hanger. It just creates a much more aesthetically pleasing look to create the same sort of style. The other thing that is important is to try and have all your clothes facing the same direction. The person that lives in this house is right-handed, so all of the clothes are facing the right direction. Another important tool is basically grouping all of your clothes by color. Moving from your darkest pieces to your multicolored pieces to your lightest pieces, which are the white items. And that just helps everything to look a little bit more uniform. Also just helps it just to help you find things a little bit easier. So if you know you're looking for a black shirt, everything's in one section. If you're looking for something with pattern, everything's in one section. And it just keeps everything looking beautiful. So guys, I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you were inspired. I hope you're gonna look at your homes in a different way. And hopefully you'll use that to start upgrading your own life. And we look forward to seeing you again soon.
South Africa is renowned for its wines that date back to the 1600s, with the first bottle produced in Cape Town. The craft of winemaking has been perfected over the years. And now viticulture is not exclusive to the Western Cape, but other parts of the country. On our Northern Cape journey, we discovered its wine route, situated on the banks of the Orange River, and made a stop at one of its boutique wine estates. The grapes are cultivated here and they make their own thrilling infusions, unique to the rest.
Okay, so technically a Blanc de Noir is anywhere cultivated traditional lifestyle. So I know some of you guys think it's a rosé because of the rose gold color, but technically I would say it's a blend from any sweet cultivar. For instance, Muscat Alexandria, or what we most know for a common name Hannepoot. Are you familiar with Hannepoot? Hannepoot in any red cultivar. Then you do the fermentation process on the shelf just to dye it basically.
We got an in-depth knowledge on the different wines offered, how they are made, and the most popular in the area, which is the Hannepoot. The locals like sweet wines, apparently. The most exhilarating was the famous Mampoer, and all I have to say is, it's not for the faint. The afternoon was less dramatic and more chilled. We spent it on the Saki Seaki Sunset Boat Cruise. A quiet and peaceful time to reflect on your thoughts and take in the splendor of nature. Or you you could take your friends, take selfies, and have a jol. The cruise lasts about 2 hours and is also perfect for bird watching as you meander the river. The river is flat with no bumpy slopes, so there is no need to fear in the capable hands of Saki, who's been doing this for years. The Orange River is his second home, he said. The world stops and you forget all your worries for a moment as you watch the stunning sunset over the trees and disappearing into the water.
We have so much more coming up after the break, but in the meantime, we would like to remind you to tag, follow us, and share all your pictures on all our social media platforms. That's on Twitter and on Instagram, on Trendz on SABC using the hashtag SABC News. We would love to know what your New Year's resolutions and plans for 2021 are. So why not let us know on any of our social media platforms? That's on Twitter and on Instagram, at Trendz on SABC using the hashtag SABC News. In the meantime, Puleng takes us to KZN to enjoy some art.
If a picture is worth 1,000 words, then these images are telling of the artist whose body of work reflects his surroundings and the community that values his contribution. A product of Claremont in KwaZulu-Natal, Tammy Jiley perfected his skill that he now uses to plow back to a town that birthed him.
But as a young boy, you know, I would do art, not even knowing that it was art.
In a modest home that doubles up as a museum, Tammy displays artworks of his own and those brought to him by artists in and around Claremont.
Buildings rather than figures, you know, and ngaqhubeka nayo lento ngiyenza nje esikoleni. When I went to boarding school, ngayithola kuyimina engenza ama-poster for ama-functions.
After several collaborations and exhibitions outside of Durban, Tammy brought back the wealth of knowledge to grow the skill of up-and-coming artists in Claremont.
Yeah, texture is very, very good. It's really good. Yes. It's very, very good pencil work.
Yes, thanks about the texture of the t-shirt.
Yes. You know, what were you hoping to get from the meeting?
Oh, I actually came here to get exposure because I've been working on a couple of concepts. So there is a project actually that I'm working on, a series of portraits. So I wanted to, when I'm done with that series, so I wanted to get exposure, maybe exhibit my work, if possible, not only local but internationally.
Now on the walls that houses this artist are paintings that reflect the current state of life in a small town during the COVID-19 pandemic.
This is right at the beginning, when people were panicking wanting to buy groceries, and I would go to Pinetown and just sketch people there, Pinetown or Lanje, rank corner like Claremont, then come back here and create these works. I decided to wenza umsebenzi ngalento quarantine, so I call them because to be quarantined in Zulu, so that's why we told it's just one figure, and there could be some furniture around, but I'm trying to express that quarantine is ivele yasivalela nje sonke, and actually I'm an artist, always on quarantine because you have to spend a lot of time in the studio side.
Transcends class, age and gender, and Tammy is leading the young to continue his legacy that he plans to leave behind for his town.
That is all we have for you on this, our very first edition of Trendz Travel for the year 2021. With me, your host, Eloise Scoble. Again, we would like to remind you to please continue wearing your face mask, sanitizing your hands, and adhering to social distancing protocol. Here's to a great 2021.